Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got one, man, it's a little bit for me right here, one that I find kind of interesting, so I want to check it out. It's called, I spent $100,000 on a stock picking monkey, guys. This man's literally given $100,000 to a monkey to invest in his portfolio. That's a lot of money, man. 100 Ks? Ks? G's? Why is it called 100K when people say 100 G's? I don't know, man, but regardless, it should be very interesting, especially with all the madness in the stock market as of late. GameStop and all that stuff out there. Wall Street bets. Let's get going on this, man. Should be interesting.
What's up, guys? It's Graham here. So if you thought this year could not get any more unpredictable,
Crispy.
it just did. Because I have $100,000 on the line for the sole purpose of testing an odd yet unique experiment to see whether or not a monkey could beat the stock market. So it all started about a month ago when I was doing some research and I came across a quote from the economist Burton Malkiel, the author of A Random Walk Down Wall Street.
Oh, I love that book.
He said a blindfolded
read it 17
monkey
times.
darts at a newspaper's financial page could select a portfolio that would do just as well as one carefully selected by experts.
Okay, so that's what that is going to be the important aspect of this video right here, is like what exactly is the stocks being picked at. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's like penny stocks mixed in there, you get some penny stocks, those are extremely dangerous and volatile and stuff like that. But if he's picking from like the S&P 500 or something like the NASDAQ or whatever, then it's completely different, because typically those are going to be good companies. Like say, like you ain't going to get like rich off those companies typically. Some circumstances, I guess, but for the most part, they're more like safer bets when it comes to the stock market. So, which obviously, but if you pick one random one of those, it should perform pretty decently, you would hope.
The motive behind such a crass remark was to emphasize that not even the most intelligent investors can consistently beat the market. So if a monkey is able to replicate the same job as some of the most educated professionals in the world, then that's something to consider. So today I'm going to be
it means anybody can do it, right? Anybody can do it.
Investing $100,000 of my own money into completely random stocks with the help of the YouTube celebrity Monkey Boo.
Monkey Boo.
And then I will document the performance of these stocks over the next year compared to the overall market index to see just how well a monkey can pick stocks. So here's how this is all going to work. I found a website that lists the top 1,000 publicly traded companies in the US.
Okay.
I'm then going to use a random number generator to pick a number 1 through 1,000 that will correspond with the ranking of one of those stocks on the list.
Sure.
Now, once I get 30 randomly generated stocks, I'm going to be giving that entire list to the Monkey Boo, who's going to further narrow down.
Okay, so that is a pretty substantial amount right there. 1,000 different stocks. Like you can get some winners, and then you can definitely get some losers too.
Those choices by picking out his top 10 out of a jar.
Then
I will invest $10,000 in each of those 10 stocks on the morning of December 21st, 2020 for a total of $100,000. So let's get right into it, and we'll start off by randomly picking 30 stocks out of the top 1,000 companies.
Okay.
And here we go. I got my computer, and to be honest, I'm kind of nervous to see what's going to come up. So let's start off by clicking generate. We got 110, and that corresponds to 3M, which is 110 on the world rank. Generate a new number, 86, Union Pacific, 145, BlackRock,
hey, BlackRock.
15, that's Moody's Corporation. So I'll keep doing this until we hit 30 stocks, and then I can give all 30 to Boo so he could then pick 10. And now that we have 30 stocks, I'm going to be sending them all over to Boo to see which ones he picks and which ones I'm going to be investing $100,000 into.
We've got 30 randomly generated stocks. We're going to fold each one up. We're going to put them into the bowl. We're going to let Monkey Boo pick out 10.
What are they giving them for treats? Makes a difference.
Can you do it, Boo? Yeah. Can you pick the winners? Can you pick the best ones? All right, to make sure that Boo would pick
Monkey Boo is adorable. Just gonna point that out.
Wrapped up in it, and Boo loves his craisins, so this is gonna be easy. But he's gonna pick out 10 fantastic stocks. Ain't that right, Boo? Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute, man. I can't even, bro.
Got one. There we go.
Hey,
there's
Ford!
Number 1. All right, Boo, pick number 2 out.
Bro, that's a W too. And the reason I'm ranking this right now, because this is back from like December 23rd. So I know how some of these stocks are actually performing, man. And like Ford, that's a good investment right now, man, because they're all about like the electrical vehicles and stuff like that. So, and all the autonomous driving.
CRN. There's 2.
Don't know that one.
Okay, let's see what we got here. ALGN. All right. All right. ENIA. All right, here we got another one. We got number 5. Let's see what it is, Boo. RSG. Winning stock number 6. BLK.
BLK. That's BlackRock, isn't it?
Let's see what you got here. Info. Oh, Boo put his hand on this.
That's a thumbnail right there.
Ultimate confidence in that one. Let's see what we
Bro, I want a monkey like Boo, man.
INVH.
That's
All
goals,
Boo,
bro.
You're getting close. You got 2 more to go. Here's your crazy side. All right, Boo. Pick out another one. Oh,
Hell no, not
my
those
goodness.
ones.
Everybody
Trash.
excited about that one. Boo picked Tesla.
Hey, he got Tesla, man.
All right, Boo, you did a
Netflix,
really
not
good
bad.
job. You picked out 10 great stocks.
Hype beast
right?
stocks for sure.
Oh, they're the best ones ever. All right, shake my hand. Good boy. You got a kiss for me? Oh, he's a good boy.
So
By the
now-
way, I know these finance videos can get a little sketchy too at times, so I was guys say, man, I'm not a financial analyst, I'm an advisor. Don't listen to anything I say. It's all commenting just for entertaining purposes. I feel like you gotta say those on finance videos.
Let me explain a little bit more background into exactly which stocks Boo just picked. The first, Ford.
Yep.
They're one of the largest auto manufacturers in the world. They sell 2.5
They're in double
million
digits
vehicles
now.
per year. And recently, they announced a redesign of the popular Bronco and Mustang designs, met with some mixed reactions. The second, Cerner Corporation. They provide health information technology, devices, and hardware with more than 28,000 employees around the world. The third, Align. They manufacture 3D digital scanners and the Invisalign braces used by dentists.
Hey, that's
They've
big
also
time.
doubled in price in 2020. Fourth, Enel Americas is a conglomerate of energy companies located in South America. They also pay a whopping 6% dividend, but the stock price has not had a great run throughout its history. Fifth, Republic Services, one of the largest waste management companies in the United States. They've also begun investing in solar
that
products
job
and
looks
natural
rough,
gas.
ain't gonna
Sixth,
lie.
we got the big behemoth BlackRock.
Yep.
They're an investment corporation with almost $8 trillion under management and a history of really solid growth. Seventh, we've got IHS Market, which provides data and trade processing for foreign exchange and loans.
Yeah, they got the
They've
info,
also
stock
recently entered
symbol.
into a merger agreement with S&P Global, valuing the company at $44 billion. Eighth, Invitation Homes is the largest owner of single-family rental properties in the United States, owning approximately 80,000 homes. This year has not exactly been easy for them, but they're working to restructure some debt to maintain cash flow. Ninth, Tesla. They need no introduction. The
Yeah,
stock
they had
is
like
up
1,000
700%
again.
in the last 12 months, and it's one of the most
Bro, literally this company right here, man, it says 680, but okay, that's not the actual price. Like, when you invest into a company, like eventually they do something called like a stock split. It's kind of like a psychological way to like make it look like the stock price is cheaper than what it really is. So basically what it will do is like Tesla will go up to like $1,000. They'll do a 4-to-1 stock split. So let's say you have 100 shares of that Tesla stock at 1,000. They'll do a 4-to-1 share, and you now have 400 shares at like 250. And they'll just keep on doing that. So it says 680, but right now, like their stock price without stock splits is at like $4,000 a share, man. It's absolutely nuts, bro. It's absolutely nuts.
unpredictable from this entire list. And 10th, Netflix, one of the prime streaming platforms in existence with almost 200
The prime, I
million
would
paid
say.
subscribers worldwide. However, they're now facing competition against other streaming services like Disney Plus, which could put a dent in their profit. Now, in terms of how I think each of these is going to do, let's go to the tier list. Now, first, let's start with Netflix. They're
here
a
we go.
great company. They're reinvesting a lot of their money back into creating their own original content, but they have a lot of competition coming up this year. So for that reason, I'm going to have to put them in the B tier. Next, let's talk about Ford. They're going in the electric vehicle space, which
That's
I
A.
think is the right move for
Yep.
them. They have a really loyal following for the F-150, and for that reason, I have to put them in the C category.
Only a
I still
C?
think they have a ways to go, and they haven't quite proven themselves yet with their new concepts.
That's a good point too, especially when it comes to like companies like Ford, because a lot of his like old heads over there and stuff like that. As opposed to like, you know, like a Tesla who is like primed, or like Neo, I know is like the Chinese EV company, the big one over there right now. So yeah, it's like a difference. Like is Ford just like actually into EV, or are they just saying it for the sake of shareholders? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not bad.
But there's
I understand
potential.
that.
Then let's go to the big daddy, BlackRock. They
That's
have
gotta be
a
an
lot
S.
of money under management. They have seen some very solid growth long term, and because of that, I'm going to put them in the B tier. Next, we have Cerner. Now, this one had a big run up since 2012, but over the last 5 years, it really hasn't done much.
Trading sideways.
Because of that, I'm just not too optimistic on it over the next year, so I'm going to put this in the D tier. Next, we have Invitation Homes. Now, this is a really tricky one because this year has been kind of mixed for real estate. On the ownership side of things, real estate has gone through the roof, but as a landlord, there's a lot higher of a risk
Seller's
that
market.
the tenants might stop paying rent. So because of that, and because I don't think they're going to see a ton of growth over the next year, I'm going to probably put them in the E tier. Next, we have Enel Americas, and remember, this is an energy company, which I feel like is probably not going to be the best as solar takes over, so I'm just going to automatically
What type of
put this
energy?
in the Yikes, I don't want to put it in the
Biden's
F,
big
but
on
I'm going to put it in the F just so we
energy.
have something there. After that, we have Align Technologies, and I believe 3D printing is going to be big. Invisalign is not going to go anywhere, so I'm going to put this in the B tier.
Good
Next,
one.
we have IHS. I'm confident about their growth, and I would put this in the B tier. After that, we have Republic Waste Management, and again, I feel like this is going to be a solid company. I don't see too much risk here with waste management. We're all going to have stuff we're throwing out, but I believe maybe their potential for growth might not be as strong as, let's say, Netflix.
Yeah, kind of
and
stagnant
BlackRock.
already.
So for that reason, I'm going to put this in the C tier. And finally, we got the very controversial one, Tesla. This is either something that people love or they can't stand it and they want it to go down in price. But for
They
me,
can't stand
I'm
it because they're
pretty
jealous.
optimistic about this, and I'm just going to put this in the let's put this in the S tier. This is by far, I would say, the riskiest stock from all of them, but I think they have so much potential that this
You know what, man?
could be...
Out of curiosity now, because like I said, this is December 23rd when this video is going up, bro. I gotta look up actual Tesla's stock price though, man, because just to like put in perspective, how crazy some of these valuations could be. Because he said it was like 680 or something like that, and right now Tesla is trading at 852. So in about less than 2 months' time, man, it's added so much value already on top of what was already being added to it.
a mega blowout winner. Maybe.
I'm not
Or it could
invested
be
in
the biggest
Tesla, by the
loser.
way. I used
it's
to
gonna
be.
be one or the other.
But,
and I realized, you know what? I don't have anything in
sold.
the A tier, so I'm just going to go ahead. If I'm going to put anything in there, I'd put Netflix in there. I believe there's a lot of potential for Netflix. They could easily raise prices.
Need to buy out
and
AMC.
no one would really cancel. So this is my final list, and that is my prediction for how these are going to do. So now the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to be buying these 10 stocks for a total of $100,000. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to be using the free investment platform M1 Finance because they have this really cool feature called the investment pie. I kid you not, they actually call it an investment pie because look at it.
Robinhood
like
replacer.
Now, the reason I wanted to go with M1
Robinhood's
Finance
trash.
for this is because they allow me to buy fractional shares. That means I could invest an exact dollar amount into these stocks down to a penny, regardless
nice.
of what the stock price is. Second, they allow me to create my own investment pie that I could distribute my money into completely equally. And when I invest $100,000 into the portfolio, M1 Finance does all of the work and balances out the entire amount for me so I don't actually have to sit there buying each stock one by one.
There we
And
go.
Third, M1 Finance allows for dividend reinvesting. So as some of these stocks pay out dividends, they can
Man, this is the sneakiest. This is the sneakiest ad ever. He's good at it though. Like he's selling it, bro. He's selling it big time. This is a good advertisement right here, man.
automatically reinvest
It's actually got
back
me
into
interested,
the
you know?
portfolio and help it grow even faster. And of course, if anyone's interested in learning more or signing up, you can feel free to use my link down below in the description. It helps me out, and overall, M1 Finance is a really
I'll
good
link the video,
platform that
guys.
I would highly recommend.
Several days later.
So now it's the morning of December 21st, 2020, and it's time to invest
many days
$100,000
were
into
between?
these stocks. So now let's go to the M1 Finance account, and as you can see right here, we got the 10 stocks, each in 10% proportions on the right. So now we'll go and click buy and sell. We'll type in $100,000.
Okay.
Click continue, and then we click confirm buy. And order submitted.
And it's gone.
Now, for reference, as of
That's
right
a
now,
W.
the S&P 500 is trading at 36.96. So in 1 year's time, we'll see who does better, the S&P 500 or the monkey portfolio. Now, before you think
Oh, so he did this a year ago. Whoa, that's crazy.
I've lost my mind for doing this, yes, I have lost my mind.
That's
but
crazy.
for anyone who thinks I'm just wasting money here, chances are this portfolio might actually do fairly well. The Wall Street Journal simulated this exact experiment from 1988 to 2001, and they found that 40% of the time,
Oh, so we're not gonna know the results of it yet, man. Oh, we gotta wait a whole year to see the
the
results,
monkeys
bro.
actually performed better than professional money managers. And in a second study, which used a stock picking strategy similar to the one I'm using today, their simulated monkeys consistently beat the market by 1.7%, 96% of the time. The only difference between them and me is that they used a simulated monkey, whereas I actually used a real monkey and actually
Monkey
put my
boo.
own money on the line. And of course, I intend to keep everyone updated on how this portfolio does relative to the overall stock market. So if you want to see whether or not a monkey could actually beat the stock market, make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit the notification.
Okay, so we're not actually gonna get to the results on this. Oh man, I was hoping we could see the results, but I totally understand it too. Yeah, so go check out this guy's channel right here, man. He got $2.86 million, or not $1 million. He might. I mean, he's got that many subscribers. He might have that many dollars, right? Subscribers, bro. But I've seen his videos before. He's a very educated guy. Like, you can learn a lot from him, man. So that was really interesting, though. I'm very curious how these are all going to perform.